There is no volume. It's supposed to be low. Now we can turn it down a little bit. Yay! Go. Keep going. More low. Lower. Lower. There we go, that's fine. Man, I feel like poop today. I'm saying poop in lieu of other words that I could use to describe how I feel. But, yeah. It's a lot of pain, man. Don't get old. I gotta tell y'all, man, do not get old. Where's my, hold on, where's my restream chat? Where's the set? There we go. Okay, now we got our restream cat going. Restream cat. Yeah, there we go. Not restream chat, restream cat. Hold on, where are my instants? I need my sound effects for today. I'm definitely gonna need them. Let me turn my personal volume down here a little bit. There we go. Yeah, man. That's pretty much how I feel today. Not good. Yeah, cat, man. It's restream cat. Bring the kitty in, and I don't know. You know, I tried to yesterday. I tried to order Popeyes. You know, the chicken place. Because I found that, you know how like they have like the food delivery services like Uber Eats and DoorDash, Grubhub, Favor. There's a lot of them out there. They can get a little expensive, man. Even if you're only getting just like a meal, just like for yourself. Like, you know, you figure you go on there, you go into the website, and you get, you know, the meal or whatever. And of course, the price for the meal is already expensive because they jack up all the prices and stuff. So you end up getting a meal for like $12 that usually costs like $7. But you're like, it's delivery. Okay, fine, I get it. But then by the time you get done paying for it all with delivery charges and tips and all that stuff, it's like $25. You know? $25 to have like a $7 meal delivered, that's pretty expensive. So I discovered that if you go to Popeyes directly, the Popeyes website, and you order from there, you don't pay any of that extra stuff. Yeah, I found that out. You don't pay any of that extra stuff. So instead of it being like $25, I got a meal delivered for like $13 the other day, like a week ago or so. And so I was like, oh, nice. So it's obviously much cheaper. So I wanted to do that again yesterday, and the order goes through and everything, and I'm waiting, and then they just cancel my order. And I was like, what? What's going on? And then it comes back, and it's like, yeah, sorry, the item you wanted is currently 86th, which 86 in restaurant speak is they're out of stock. So I was like, all right, fine. So I did another order, and I just chose a different item. Same thing. Came back, and they're like, yeah, sorry, we're out of that. I'm like, well, what do they have in stock? So I was like, I'm going to try this one more time. So I tried it one more time. Something I normally don't get, but I was just hungry. Canceled that one, too. I was like, oh, God, forget it. It's such a bummer because, you know, just so looking forward to, like, some spicy chicken from Popeyes. And then you're just like, dude, why y'all don't want to help me out here, man? Come on. Give me a little chicken. Little chicken. But nope, couldn't get any chicken, so had cereal for dinner. It was awesome. That's when you know you're an adult. When you have cereal for dinner. Anyway, yeah, meal delivery is expensive. Back when I was driving, I actually thought about doing the Uber thing. Like, you know, not Uber Eats, but just Uber, you know, going and driving people around and stuff. Kind of glad I didn't, though. You know, I keep hearing horror stories about those poor people who keep trying to do like Uber and Lyft and all those services. And they make so little money. It's like, gosh, man, it kind of sucks. So the few times that I have used Uber, I actually do give them pretty decent tips. I'm always really nice. I just keep my mouth shut when I'm in their car. And you know, they bring me to my apartment, and I leave them like a $5 tip or something. Because my city's not very big, so to get from one place to another, It doesn't take very long. It's like a 10, 15-minute drive at most, so it's not very long. But anyways, enough about that. Enough of being neato. Let's get rocking and rolling here. Let's get my 80s retro wave stuff is still kind of loud. Let me turn this down. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear it. There we go. Yeah, Popeyes didn't want my business. They're like, nah, man. I actually tweeted it and I put on there. I go, yeah, man, Popeyes just canceled like 3 of my orders. I guess they don't want my money, or maybe it's one of those situations where I don't know if you guys are hearing this. I'm sure you have if you're in the United States. A lot of places are having to close down because nobody wants to work for them anymore. There have been several fast food restaurants that have had to just close. Not like entire franchises, like not like the entire, but the restaurant here and there. Like the franchise owners, they don't pay their employees very well, so they've had to close. And I can't say I blame the employees because they, in a situation that we've just gone through this past year, you kind of realize you're like, man, I was really getting messed over at my job. Why would you want to go back to a place like Burger King and get paid like $8.50 an hour to have people be terrible to you all day? Yeah, I don't blame them. And it's not like any of these fast food companies are losing money. They're all fine. They all make a ton of profit. So it's not like they can't afford to pay them more. They just choose not to. But anyways, let's get to some Pokemon so I can stop complaining. I used all my Poke Points up and I got an old pack and I didn't get anything out of the pack. I was a little bummed. I've been buying... where is it? Black and White, this one, yeah, Boundaries Crossed. I've been buying this pack. Still haven't gotten anything interesting, though. But apparently this set has some really good stuff for Expanded. The minimum wage actually got bumped up a little, and you mean very little. Dude, our minimum wage here in the U.S. has not been bumped up since 2009. So we're heading into 12 years of our minimum wage being $7.25. And with the recent inflation from the past 6 to 12 months, because of all the money printing we've been doing here, that money isn't worth hardly anything. They've already researched it, and they went like through 100 different cities here in the US, and $7.25 an hour, working 40 hours a week consistently, you cannot afford to live anywhere. You can't afford to live anywhere at $7.25. Yeah, some individual states have raised the minimum wage, and I think that's good. I think that's, it's a start. I mean, because even $10 an hour, while still a little low, it's better than $7.25. So, but yeah, nowhere in the U.S., unless you're like in the absolute, roach-infested, dirt-caked on the walls places in the U.S., which not very many places like that exist, but they do. You can't afford to live anywhere. So that's kind of a bummer. So yeah, they definitely got to raise the minimum wage, man. That's they're all, well, that just means that your hamburgers and stuff will get more expensive. So, dude, if it means the person taking my order at a fast food place is making $12 an hour and able to afford a lot more and live easier, if it means I have to pay an extra quarter for a hamburger, I'm fine with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. Or they could just pay their CEO less. The CEO doesn't need to make $10 million a year. See, now you got me all crazy talking about this stuff instead of talking about Pokemons. Everybody's like, I thought this was supposed to be a Pokemon stream. Yes, Arceus, Computer Surge is in that pack. And obviously, if I get the pack from the in-game store, it'll be locked to me, but it's still a very usable card. Very, very usable card over there. Computer Search here, just in case some of y'all don't know what Computer Search is. We'll look it up here. Just got a job at engineering facility. They're paying $15.50 an hour, $2 raise every year. Wow, that's actually really good, man. That's tight. Yeah, 15.50 an hour is pretty darn good in most places, unless you live like in New York or L.A. Like some of the really big cities. 15.50 isn't a lot like in Los Angeles, but I guess you say you're in Vermont, right? VT, Vermont. I don't. I'm not familiar with how the how the economy is there, but I imagine it's not nearly as bad as say like in New York or something. Heck, if you make 15.50 an hour here in my city, you're living good. My city's not that expensive. It really isn't. But there just aren't a lot of jobs here that pay that kind of money. Hey, King Tongza. Been looking for a job for 3 years, how to sell your whole collection. Well, now you get to buy it back. Once you start getting in those checks, man. You know, there is one job that I kind of miss. I kind of miss, but I don't miss it. Was when, and I think I've mentioned this to you guys. I used to work for a hotel chain called Omni Hotels, and we still have an Omni Hotel here in Corpus Christi. We also had one in Austin that I worked at. Well, there's two in Austin, but I worked at only one of them. But I worked as what we called a GSA, which is just a fancy term for security. But I didn't wear like a security outfit or anything. I wore a business suit. And we were also the managers on duty generally in most cases. So we were like in charge of the hotel. And me being 20, 21, being being the manager of a big 4-star, or 5-star hotel was kind of insane, to be quite honest. But the one thing I miss is that whenever we would get really busy and the door staff and the bell assistants would get really busy checking people in because they have to help them with their luggage and stuff. They would always call me, be like, "Hey, can we get a little help at the front?" I'm like, "Okay, sure." So I go out there and I'll get the bell cart and I'll put their luggage, take them on up there. "Hey, thanks for staying with us," blah blah blah, and they would give you tips. So whenever we were busy like that, it was perfectly acceptable for me to still be getting my regular hourly wage, but then still get called to the front occasionally just to kind of help them out a little bit. And it was always nice because at a place like Omni is one of the higher scale. It's one of the better, nicer hotels. It's not like super fancy like the Astoria in New York or like the Ritz-Carlton, but it's up there. It's a very nice hotel chain. And so the tips were really nice. I'm talking like, just taking luggage up and putting it, in their room for them. "Everything good for you?" "Yeah, we're good. Here you go. Here's the tip." "Okay, thank you." Walk out with like 10, $15 in tips. And just helping one person. And on some days when it was really busy, I'd help like 10, 15 people. That's a lot of money. I miss those days because I'd walk out making like $200 or $300 just in tips in a single day. And this was gosh, how long ago was this? Oh man, that was too long ago. I'm not going to say how long ago it was, but it was a long time ago. But can you imagine, dude, just doing your job, getting paid your regular hourly wage, and then getting tips on top of that? Because the door staff, they were paid like restaurant staff. They only got paid like $2 something an hour, like $2.13 an hour plus tips. But when they're bogged down like that, and you've got 30 people waiting to get their luggage toted, and you only have 15 door staff, you just pull in whoever you can. And that's how I was able to make money, man. It was awesome. And of course, none of that. Anyway, I'm not going to say anything more about tips, but you're thinking of starting to make YouTube videos. Make sure you know what you're going to be doing. Stay with your content, and don't get discouraged if you only get like 10 views. Even now, some of my videos only get like 15 views. Let's open a pack. Okay, 15 views. Let's pull a Starlight Rare. Oh, okay, here's a few thousand views. No, it wasn't in the 80s. It was not in the 80s. I'm not that old. But no, that's the regular wage for tipped restaurant wait staff. The wage is $2.13 an hour. You didn't know that? And it's been that much for decades. That's another wage that they're trying to get increased. Because, yeah, they get tips, but still, like on a slow day, when you have maybe, in an 8-hour shift, if you only get like 5 or 6 tables, you walk away with almost nothing, which is why they're trying to get that amount increased, because that's kind of dumb. 213 is stupid low. It's just dumb. It's like, why even pay them at that point? Yeah, that, I mean, if they could even double that, like one place, like again, when I worked at Omni, I know the wait staff would, if they had a slow day, based on their reported tips, like if they only had, again, like, 5 or 6 tables and was really slow, they would purposely bump them up to minimum wage. So instead of making 213 an hour, they were making like $7 or something an hour. It wasn't 725. This was before that bump. But yeah, they would bump them up to where they got paid a little more. So that helped. But it also encouraged people not to report their tips. Like one of the first things that I got taught working at the hotel, from the I really don't need a Bolton, man. Do you have anything else besides that? I have 9 Boltons. Yeah. If you have anything else to offer, I'll probably trade. Well, actually, this I won't trade. This shouldn't even be marked. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not trading that guy. What is this one? I'm not trading this dude either. I'm sorry. Why are they marked? I'm sorry. I forget to unmark them sometimes. But yeah, I really just do not need any more Boltons. Sorry. You get less viewers on streams than VODs. It happens. Even on Twitch, I don't get very well. It's weird. Twitch is kind of weird because some days on Twitch I'll get like 2 viewers, but they'll stay a long time, so that's cool. And then other days I get like 15 people watching on Twitch. It's weird. Yeah, I still get a majority of my views over on YouTube. Like right now, in case you don't know, I'm using Restream to multi-stream to 3 different services right now: to YouTube, to Twitch, and to another service called Trovo. Trovo is still very, very new though. You sold your silver collection. That was exactly 2 kilograms. Kilo goes for $990. You actually get pretty good amount though for silver. Might as well call it an unpaid internship. They're trying to do it away with those, Moni. Those still exist here in the U.S. Unpaid internships. It's really horrible because a lot of times what they'll do is they'll make having an internship part of your education. Like in order to graduate from college, like to get a bachelor's or a master's, you have to be an intern at a specific company or something for a certain period of time. And the thing about some of those interns is that since they're technically not an employee, you can literally work them to death. They will just work you and work you and work you and work you. Kilos and not kilograms? What is the difference between a kilo and a kilogram? You would make a good story channel? Like reading stories? Talking about Pokemans? My name's Freakachu, and I remember back in the day when all of us were just Gen 1. Graham cracker. I'm sorry. Man, it is warm here today. Sorry, it's hot outside right now, so of course it's really warm in here. No real life stories? Yeah, real life stories about Pokemon. Isn't that what people talk about these days? Since y'all have been nice and just been listening to me chatter about nothing, hold on, I didn't even open my list here. Where's my list? I need my codes list. What did I do with this? Oh, here we go. Excuse me. Okay, we gotta open up our list here. Here we go. We'll open that, and then we'll open... Hold on. What's this? Okay. Oh, here we go. We got some other stuff here. Okay, so we'll open both of these. Okay, so let's throw some codes out here. What do y'all say? Open the deck that you sent me? Okay. I have so many codes now. I'm having a hard time starting to keep track of them. That's I'm trying to just work my way through each of the lists so I don't forget that they're there, because sometimes that'll happen. Or I'll forget that I have a list. There you go, guys. Champions Path Elite Trainer Box. There we go. There's one for you guys. Let me break out some other codes. Here we go. Here's my mystery code list. Let's see. Oh, that one's already been redeemed. Okay, so get that one out of there. Try another one here. We've got a Lapras. Hey, Dion, what's going on? Dion is our buddy from Australia, so if you want to talk to Dion, just type everything upside down. Dion's actually an author. She's one of my author friends. And she's written a bunch of books at this point now. Yeah, she has the Witch in Westerham. I forget what they're called. I'm sorry, Dion. But yeah, I see every time you put out one of those books, I always see it. And I'm just like, oh, hey, it's one of those books with ghosts and stuff in it. So yes, I always remember. But see, that's the reason I can't remember all of you, Dion, is because there are so many of you. Like, who else? Somebody else just put out a book too. Where are they? I have to find them now. Now I'm going to be curious unless I find their name. No, it wasn't Angela. It was Carissa. Carissa Andrews. I'm sure you know her. She just put out a book too. Like, just a couple of days ago, I think. She put out another book. So yeah, see, that's why I have a hard time keeping up sometimes. No, Dion doesn't write about Detroit. Dion writes about like supernatural kind of stuff and detective stuff. I still remember that one. She had some artwork done for one of her books, and it looked creepy. That one where your main character, has like somebody's like putting their mouth or putting their hand over her mouth. I was like, oh my god, that's creepy. That's like she's getting kidnapped or something. Yeah, Restreambot basically just shares chat between the different services that I use, between YouTube, Twitch, and Trovo. So everybody can kind of see what everybody else is saying. That's what Restreambot is. Yeah, I don't think Dion's ever been to Detroit. I know Dion's been here to Texas. That was a book of suspenseful short stories. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. But yeah, all of you guys always put out tons and tons of books, and then I start to feel bad because I haven't put one out in a long time, and I'm just like, maybe I should write another book. But my stories tend to be much longer than you guys. I know, like for y'all, you like writing like 50,000 words or so, 60,000 words. Me, nah, I'm like 200,000 words. It's gotta be an epic one. 500 pages. And that's even after I added it. Exactly, see? That's a long book, man. It's not one of those books where you can just kind of, chill out on the couch and put a blanket over your legs and just read it. It's one of those, you write books where you can just kind of chill and read them. I write books where you got to like dedicate a portion of your life to it. Oh, that's funny. But yes, Dion, this is what I've been doing lately is Pokemon. The kids love the Pokemon. There's a Bumblebee code for y'all. But yeah, if y'all like reading, man, check out Dion's books. She's got a ton of them. They're all on Amazon. Yes, we have spiders as pets and take them for a walk. Okay. Every time Dion posts a picture, like the last one, didn't you post a picture of, was it some wallabies or some kangaroos? I want to say it was kangaroos. Or what? I don't know. There's Vikavolt. But seriously, guys, if y'all enjoy a good read, Dion's got some interesting books there. And yes, she really does live down under. And the spiders are insane. Kangas are just bigger. Yeah, they do look similar. Yeah, the wallabies are just basically small versions of kangaroos. Okay, did I just put this code in here? I did. Okay. All right, one more code for you guys. Gillespie. See, now I have to link one of your books, Dion. Hold on. Just bring up Amazon here real quick. Oh, which war in Westerham? Which nemesis in all the Westerham stuff. I didn't realize how many of these books you had done. God, there's a lot of them. Here we go. I'll link one of the. Oh, here's one of the new ones. Here we go. I'll link one of the new ones here. In case you guys are curious, this is one of Dion's new books. And from what I understand, the entire series is good. Everybody really enjoys it. Weren't you? And I think you had mentioned this before, Dion. Weren't you on the USA Today bestseller list? I think you had mentioned that you were. That's a pretty big accomplishment, man. Garchomp the best. So they say. But yeah, just in case you guys are curious, one of my author friends right there. I apologize, Dion. Most of the people that come and play cards here with me, we just play cards. I don't know if they're readers or not. They know that I've written books in the past. They're just like, oh, can we play cards now? Thank you, Hammer, for the 99-cent super chat. As in, they enjoyed your books. Excellent. There's your super chat coming through. All right, I got another trade coming in here now. You're only here to see me, not spuric yourself? Hey, I gotta give you a shout out, Dion. How long have I known you at this point, Dion? It's been like... Oh, man, because I hooked up with a lot of you people. A lot of you people, that sounds horrible. I've hooked up with a lot of other authors back in, what, 2010, 2011? Something like that. That's when I met a ton of people. That's when I met you. That's when I met Carissa. That's when I met Angela. That's even when I met Amber, too. Yeah, Amber doesn't do writing anymore, but yeah, I actually still talk to Amber all the time. Yeah, on Twitter and on Facebook. Yes, I'm going to relieve the... Those were the days back when we were all still rookies, still trying to figure out what to write about. Oh, hold on, I went to the wrong place. I'm supposed to go to trade. Here we go. Let me see trade. And Hammer's like, dude, go get those codes I sent you, man. What is this? Why are you giving me a bunch of Lucario coins for... Okay. Sure, there you go. Who needs Lucario coins? Lots of Lucario coins. Hold on, before Hammer goes insane and starts throwing things at me, let me grab his codes here. Let me see. Here we go. Oh, okay. He sent us some booster packs. Here, I'll actually give a few of these booster packs out right now. Here, let me grab these. Right, this is for you guys here. Oh, look at that. Sword and Shield Chilling Rain. Congrats whoever grabs that. Let me see what else we got here. I think this is another Chilling Rain pack. I'll give out one more here. Oh, Shining Fates. Okay, there you go. Shining Fates pack. Okay, so those 3 codes you sent me. Oh, I'm sorry, there's 4 codes. Okay, so these 4 codes you sent me. Oh, hold on. You sent me some decks here, too. So I guess you want me to keep the decks, or you want me to give these away? Let me see here. Because some of these are decks. Let me see what these are. Okay, so these 2 codes are for you guys. Let me check what this is. Dark Prism. I'm pretty sure I have this. And if I claim it, it's going to lock it to me. So I'll actually leave this up for one of you guys. If you can grab that code, congratulations. That's the Dark Prism deck. In fact, I'll show it to you right now. Here, I'll leave this for a few more seconds to give you all a couple of seconds to try and grab that. One last life. But yeah, that Dark Prism deck, that's going to be this one over here. I'll show it to you real quick. And yeah, I remember specifically this one because I tried to buy some of these so that I could give them away, but when you redeem them, it locks them to you. Yeah, see, this is it right here, the Dark Prism deck. Krogunk, Toxicroak, Rayquazas, Sevipers, Espers, Meowsticks, Marinis, Toxapex, Oricorio, Necrozma GX. Let's see. Oh, Max Potions. There you go. I know people are still wanting some of these Max Potions. I still get people asking about those. Ultra Balls, Field Blower, Nest Ball, Timer Ball, Switch, Altar of Moon, How, Acerola, Vic, or I'm sorry, Wick. If y'all want to know what Dion looks like, she looks exactly like this. Yeah, that's Dion right there. And yet Lily. Sophocles, Kukui, Poison Barb, oh, and Colorless, double Colorless, nice. And then 6 of the shinies. Yeah, that's you right there. Get the big hair and everything. But yeah, that's why I wasn't going to claim it. Because I think... Oh, yeah, and I also done the Lunar Howl one, too. That one locks to you as well. Or maybe I'm getting this Lunar Howl mixed up with this Dark Prism. Because they're similar colors. Moni looks like blue cheese. I don't think Moni looks like blue cheese. I don't think blue cheese is a big thing over there in the Netherlands, where he's at. All right, so what do you say? You want to get some matches going? Let's get some matches. We'll do the beat the streamer thing. If you can defeat the streamer, you will get a... Let me see. You will get... Let's just go with Leafeon, because I still have tons of these. If you can defeat me, you will get a Leafeon GX deck. Yours to keep forever. If I win, though, then you have to say... I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, let's see. Do we want to do theme or do we want to do standard? Because I've been getting my butt kicked in standard, but in theme I'm still holding my own. So I think I want to do probably... Let me see. I'll just let the dice figure it out. All right. If it's even, we're doing theme. If it's odd, we're doing standard. It is even. So looks like we are doing theme. Send the requests away. If you've not added me in the game, my in-game name is the same as the channel name. And again, whoever gets in first, I will play you. And if you defeat me, you get a Leafeon GX deck. And if you lose, then you unfortunately don't get anything. But yeah, if you've not added me in-game, definitely add me in-game. So that I can make sure we get the trade over to you and stuff. Nah, Moni's not blue cheese. I always thought Moni was more like Gouda. What is the big cheese over there? Seriously, in the Netherlands, what is the big cheese that you all like? Like, what's the favorite cheese of the country? I know there's like 10 million of you over there. So there's got to be a country, you know, a cheese country that cheese country, uh, not necessarily a national cheese, but like a cheese that most people enjoy over there. Man, I'm getting a lot of requests here. There we go. Here in America, it's whatever can give you cancer the fastest. For years, American cheese wasn't even considered cheese. I think just in the last couple of years, it's now technically considered cheese. But for the longest time, okay, that's not the right format. Sorry, it has to be theme format, dude. I said that. It has to be theme format. But yeah, for the longest time, our American cheese was not considered cheese. It was like cheese type product or something. It was, yeah. It has to be Gouda. Oh, okay, well, there you go. Hate to say it, but I prefer Swiss. I really do. Swiss cheese is delicious. Absolutely delicious. There we go. So now we got the right format. Let me see. What deck do I want to use? Let's go with Darmanitan. Do they even eat cheese in Australia? I just figure everything in Australia is like some sort of spider cheese. They have spiders that make cheese over there? Edam and Gouda. My starting hand is not so great. I mean, it could be worse. Could be a lot worse, but yeah. Cheddar and feta. I'm not a fan of feta. I just don't really like it. Let's see. Brie. Oh, I've heard of Brie. What about that actress Brie Larson? I wonder how she feels being named after cheese. Seriously, isn't that her thing? She's named after cheese? Because I think it's spelled the same way. B-R-I-E. I think that's it. State cheese in Vermont is maple bacon, maple beer, or maple syrup? Sound a bit Canadian there. Oh my gosh, what a terrible draw. This is not looking too good. I almost have to do this, but I don't want to. Give me something here. Ugh. That wasn't very good at all. I probably should have done this first just to make sure I didn't get any other energies. Yeah, my hand is stupid right now. My hand is really stupid. Yes, I know you're right next to Canada. Y'all have some Canadian neighbors up there. I actually thought about moving up into Washington State, which is right on the border with Canada. Right kind of close to the Vancouver area, but of course still on the US side. I thought about that, and I actually looked into it, but the rent and housing prices out there are expensive. An hour and a half from Canada. I live about 2 hours from Mexico. Have you seen Master Duels? I have not seen Master Duels. You had mentioned it, though. I remember you mentioning it, Dre. But, yeah, I haven't... Oh my... Are you kidding me? This is just bad. Are you serious? Come on. What is going on here? This is stupid. And I can't use these now because I'll dump all of this. Ugh. Okay, you go over there and let's just try to get this going. Move to Detroit. Have I seen the Steam Deck? Yes, I saw the Steam Deck. It's just a fancy handheld computer. That's really all it is. It's now upgradable. Well, yeah, I mean, because it's a computer, basically. It's really what it is. It's just a computer. The idea is that one thing, I mean, I know it's upgradable. My concern is how easy is it to service? Because that's one of the big things. Are you kidding me? That's one of the big things that at least people like me, because I like all my electronics. I like to be able to service all my electronic stuff because I know how to fix a lot of it. Like if something goes wrong with it, I know I can crack it open and there you go. I can just open it up. But yeah, if it's too difficult to get open and to service, then you have to think, is it really worth it? That's why I'm not a fan of certain products from companies like Apple, because I mean you can service some of them, some of the older products you can service, but a lot of the newer stuff you can't. Like an iPhone, like one of the newer iPhones, good luck servicing that on your own. You pretty much can't. Because if you try to crack it open, you're going to damage it even more, possibly, unless you have the exact tools that you need to open it, which I do happen to have. But yeah, most people don't have the sort of electronics tools and stuff that I have. How do you play against me? You add me in game. My in-game name is the same as the channel name, and then when I put out a challenge, which I do, about every 10 minutes or so, whatever. Then if you're able to get in via challenge, then there you go. That's how you play. Let's do this guy. Okay, you go here. He's struggling with energy now. I think when I knocked out his other one, what was it? The other guy, the Dragonair. Now he's struggling a bit. Yes, you can install Windows on it, which is nice. Well, I mean, pretty much anything that has electronic components like that, you can put Windows on it. I mean, even like MacBooks and stuff. If you want, if you really want to. Not that most people will buy a MacBook and then wipe it, but if you really wanted to, you could actually do that. You could wipe it and put Windows on it. It'll work. But again, most people are not going to do that. In fact, for a long time, people that would buy MacBooks, I don't think they do it so much anymore because the Mac OS has gotten much better over the years. But back in the day, like 10 years ago, people who had MacBooks, they would run the Mac OS, but then they would run a virtual machine of Windows. So it was like they're on their Mac, but they were, and another reason they did that is because a lot of company, like proprietary software for certain companies, would only work with Windows. It wouldn't work with Macs. So they had to do that. So you could have your Mac, but you had to try and get that worked out as far as making sure it works with your company's software. But yeah, like I was saying, they don't really do it too much anymore. That you still can, but because a Mac, everybody tries to make it seem like a Mac is something special and something different, which I guess it sort of is, but it sort of isn't when you really think about it, because it's all the same internals. Now they've changed it a little bit because I know that Mac has finally come out with their own chips, their own microprocessors, which is actually kind of exciting. But for the longest time, they were using, like Intel chips, and so it was like, well, you can do pretty much anything because all the innards, all the internals, it's all the same stuff that you get in a PC. It's all the same. Some of it might be proprietary to Apple because that's what they like to do, but for the most part, it's all the same stuff. There's really not too much of a difference. Now, I've not read up on how their processors work. I don't think they're x86 or x64. I don't know exactly what they are. I don't think they're ARM either. I don't know exactly what the tech is behind it. Let's do this. M1 chipset. And apparently this match wanted me to get every single one of my energies. Yeah, I need to read up on it, just because again, I'm not. Oh, okay, he's scooping. Yeah, I was way far ahead on that, dude. At one point, I had what, like 9 energies in my hand. That was insane. I thought for sure he was gonna just end up eventually taking me over, but yeah. Hold on, hold on, hold on. We're not doing one yet. But thank you for the match. I appreciate the match. Unfortunately, you did not win, so you do not get the prize of the Leafian GX deck. But if you want, I could still send you a code. I can send you a mystery code just for you. So let's see. What was the name of the person I just faced? I forget. Hold on. I can probably... Oh, here we go. Harrison. Here, Harrison, I'll send you a code just for you as a consolation prize. Hold on, let me make sure this one works. Okay. There you go, Harrison. Consolation prize for you, sir. Let me mark that off my list. And now we can go back. There we go. Did we get anybody else? Oops. I was going to check. Did we get anybody else that was trying to add me? Apparently not. You know what I just noticed about this Jolteon GX deck? This is standard. This is good for standard. I just realized that. So I guess you know what that means. I guess we're going to play a standard match for this then, huh? Y'all want to do for Jolteon GX deck a standard match? I'll let you know when to send in the requests. Don't send them quite yet. Let's do a few more codes here. Just some random codes for you guys. Let's see, what do we got here? Let's do this one here. Hold on, hold on. Again, I will let you know when I am ready to accept battle requests. Champions Path Elite Trainer box. That is for you guys. Let's do another code from here. This is a mystery code. What could this be? Oh, that one's already done. Get that out of there. Let's try this one. Really? Another Vikavolt? Huh. A Sudowoodo. Really? Another Golisopod? We're getting duplicates a lot already. It's kind of a bummer. If we're gonna get duplicates, at least give us something nice. And, oh, okay, that's different. A Rowlet. So there you go. Champions Path Elite Trainer box, a Vikavolt, Sudowoodo, Golisopod, and a Rowlet. The $140 card. It's not worth $140. It's not. I'm telling you. That card is not worth that much. Just not. It's not old enough. It needs to age more. It will age well. I will say that. But right now, it's not worth that much. It's just not. Anybody that pays $140 for that card or more, they're getting ripped off. Either that, or they're going to have to let it sit in their collection for like 10 years. Which some people do, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I just hope they don't buy it thinking they can immediately flip it, because that's not going to happen. Again, unless you just happen to run across somebody else who doesn't know what they're doing and has way too much money, then yeah. Because I can tell you right now, I would not pay anywhere near that amount for that card. For that card, I think at most right now I would pay, even at Gem Mint 10, I think the most I would pay is maybe $50. Because again, it's just the raw card is only worth like 12 bucks. And then you have to figure in the $20 for to get it graded. And then of course you add a little bit more on there so they can, the person selling it to you can make a little profit. That's why I came to that number of about $50. You paid $20 for yours? I guess that's not bad. All depends where you get it from too. TCG Player is a great place to check card prices because there are so many different sellers there. So whenever you want to get an idea of card value, eBay's good. TCG Player, I think, is better because they're just, because one, TCG Player, that's what they focus on. It's all TCG cards. So whenever you want to get an actual value of what something may be, not only that, but there's something else they put on there that I'm so glad they finally did it. There is a listing now where you can click on, and it shows you all of the past sales of that particular card. Like if a card said, like if the lowest price for a card right there right now is say $10, you can look through the transaction history and you can see cards that have been selling over the last few months and see what the pricing has been. So if it's at $10 right now, maybe last week it was at $8. So you can see that the value of the card is going up. Or if it was $20, now it's $10, you can, it gives you a pricing history, which is really, really helpful. At least for me it is. But it's really helpful for me because I can kind of tell where the market's going with certain cards and certain deck types, depending on the game. So it's a very, very good resource now. They didn't have that for a long time. And I remember a couple of years ago, was it, when I was still just buying from them, I wasn't actually selling with them yet. I'd actually written them a message and I said, hey, could you put it to where we get like an actual pricing history of all the transactions? And at the time they wrote me back, they're like, yeah, we just don't have that capability right now, but we want to put it in. I was like, cool, okay. And it's finally there now. So, excellent. I'm so happy they put that in there. Well, TCG Player is good, at least for the US. I can't really say how it works over in Europe. Even though I do international sales, I just can't say. That's the only downside, I guess, is that you can't see where the sales are coming from. You can't tell if they're from strictly the US or strictly Europe or wherever else. So you just kind of have to take it with what it is. But you also have to be careful, because if you buy a card that has one of those little anime girls on it, you know what's going to happen. They will come for you, and they will get you. All right, let's do another beat the streamer here. What's our next prize going to be? Oh, didn't I say we were going to do Jolteon? Didn't I say we were going to do that? Okay. So starting now, Jolteon for standard. And I would much appreciate it if you didn't use like meta decks. I don't use meta decks in these matches. So I would really appreciate it if you didn't use a meta deck against me. Just to make it more fun. But, obviously I can't make you all do it a certain way. Let's go with... Yeah, my meta deck is my Zacian, and I'm not going to use that. Let's use... Actually, let's go with the I Eat a Pickle. Japanese exclusive Master Battle set is worth 2K. Some of those outside of Japan actually do have some value, because there is a niche for that, at least here in the US, of people who specifically like buying the Japanese product. And I can't say that I blame them, because some of the Japanese products that we don't get here in the US are really nice. Like some of the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff that they got over, I think it was during, what was it, the 20th anniversary or something? A few years ago, they had the Yu-Gi-Oh 20th anniversary, and they put out some really nice stuff. So I was like, wow, okay. And I wanted to buy it, but at the same time, it's like, well, is it going to be worth anything? Is it going to be one of those situations where I hold it and it's just, just for me, so do I really want to pay like $200 or something for one of those, or, But they do have some really, really nice stuff. Let's put you back. Really? That's the card you give me? Darn it. Well, I guess it's not a bad start, actually. But yeah, they put out something, I think it was in 2016, 2017, from Konami. Really nice anniversary set. You can still get them. And I actually regret not getting them, because when they first came out, they were, I think, about right at 75 to 80 bucks or so. And I was so tempted to get them, or to get at least one, but I didn't. And now I'm kind of bummed about that, because they still have them, but now they're like 150. So they're definitely more expensive now. What's this here? Oh, it's Turffield Stadium. That player may search their deck for an evolution grass Pokemon. Okay. Let's do this first. Really? Nothing? Ugh. That stinks. Here, we'll do you. Oh, that's not bad. I'll put you over here. Let me see. I'm trying to remember what these cards do. I haven't played this deck in a little while. Okay. Got it. There we go. Nice Guru. Yes. I only have one of him, or one copy of this version, but I'm keeping it forever. Very nice. And he's useful. Pokemon Communication. The one I'm talking about was 9 months ago. It's 1,000. Now it's 3,000. Are those sold listings, or are those just what people are asking? Because you also have to pay attention to bid and ask prices. Because a bid is what you really want to base your values on. The ask, not so much. Think of it like bid and ask. Think of ask is like, okay, I'll sell you this for $1,000, and the bid is what I actually get. Yeah, that's the difference there. Yeah, you always have to think about the bid and the ask. Oh, look at you, Mr. Fancy Pants with your Rillaboom. Got AM spare codes. I have tons of codes. I'm just not giving them out right now because I'm in a match. Man, that's a lot of damage right there. Oh, you actually did me a huge favor. Why did you do that? Wow, I didn't expect you to do that. I just gotta hope I can get what I need here. I got what I needed. Yeah, you did me a massive favor when you did that. Wow, because now I can do this. Hold on, we're gonna do some more of this here. Sure, we'll do this. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You did me a huge favor when you did that because you filled up your bench, so I was able to get rid of that thing. Yeah, because he was that Rillaboom was getting a little scary there, so I was like, oof. I had to burn my GX on it, but it was worth it. You have a big tornado in Detroit? Oh, there you go. There's your VMAX. I think I can handle this VMAX here. Oh, he's already pumped up. So he's going to be rough. Okay. Let's get our bucket going. 2,500. Let's do some hop. Not really what I was hoping for. This is gonna help, but I wish I still had my boss, because then I could bring in that shaman. Because at this point he's working on the VMAX right now. So yeah, I don't have a choice. I have to kill this. He doesn't have any energies? Oh, okay, he just drew it. I think he just drew that energy. Retreat it. Retreat your shaman, bring in your VMAX. Yeah, the weather has just been weird all over the planet lately. Just so weird. I don't know what the deal is. Just kind of insane. Alright, let's see what we got here. Wow, nothing. That stinks. Actually, let's do this. There we go. Charging your phone in case the... You know what I actually bought, Dre? I think I'm done for this turn. I bought one of those portable batteries, and it's kind of like a combo thing. It's like it's got like a backup battery, 20,000 milliamp, and not only that, but it also has a flashlight on it and a compass and all kinds of stuff on it. Because obviously, as you guys know, I've had to deal with hurricanes here, so please bring in the GX. Please bring in Keldeo. Thank you. Thank you for bringing in the one I wanted to do. But yeah, I got one of those because yeah, with the hurricanes and then with the big freeze we had, it was like, wow, you know, gotta do something about these crazy power outages where I'd have to go days and days without power. So I got one of those batteries. Actually, let's not do that yet. Okay. Oh my god, can you hear the little girl outside screaming her head off? That's what I get for living right next to the pool. Yeah, there's a bunch of kids out there right now. I mean, it's fine. It's not bothering me. It's just kind of weird sometimes. You just hear a random scream. Are you going to get Evolving Skies? Of course. Absolutely getting Evolving Skies. I don't know how I want to do it this next time. I don't know if I want to do if I want to get the ETBs or if I want to get just a booster box. The ETBs are actually pretty fun though. You know, and then you get 2 videos out of it because you get one of each. Pre-order for Evolving Skies. Just be careful who you pre-order from. Don't pay that much because even Evolving Skies, I've noticed there have been some places doing pre-orders for Evolving Skies for like 120, which is actually not terrible. That's actually less than retail, so that's not bad. That's for the sealed booster box. So if you do it that way, I guess that's fine. But yeah, if you see anybody that's trying to sell them for like 180, 190, forget it. Just avoid those. Those are people who haven't realized that the bubble burst. They're still trying to get a couple of people for their money there. Of course, now Intellion shows up. Do I want to do this? Uh-oh. Go get in that bathtub, Dre. I'm not kidding. Go get in your bathtub. Throw a mattress over you. That's what you're supposed to do. Really, seriously. You're supposed to get into, like, usually the most internal part of the house. Or if you have a basement, go in the basement. Or if, like, some places have those old school cast iron tubs. And, yeah, you can hop in one of those cast iron tubs and, like, throw a mattress over you. And that will help. I don't know if it'll save you, but it can help. Actually, we're not going to do that. Lend. He's still on the internet, so it can't be that bad yet. Vitality Band. Are you serious? That's terrible. Not really what I was hoping for. I'm starting to think the card that I need is prized. Because it's just not showing up here. Actually, wait, hold on. Let's do this. It is prized. God dang it. Yeah, I didn't need any of that, so I was like, eh. Yeah, the one card I need is prized, so that's going to be rough. Your house is old, good brick houses. Ugh, not what I need. Alright, well, let's hit your Rillaboom. I'll just punch him in the head. Still not what I need. Eh. You meant heck? Ah, I didn't get it! Dang it! I was hoping to get it. I think I'm out of options here because I couldn't get that one card. Here, just for fun, I'm gonna play. Oh, actually, I can't play this, can I? No, I can't. Darn. Yeah, not a lot I can do here. That's all I can do. Turner, as in D. Turner. Yeah, Detroit Turner. I call him Detroit Turner. I was trying to get my boss. I couldn't get my boss's order. Yeah, see, that doesn't matter either. Because I think if I remember correctly, I only have 2 boss orders in this deck. I have lost! That was a good match, though. Let's see, where were we here? What's this? Requests Galactical PM. Galactical Prime Minister? I think that's what you are, man. Let's see, and you won the... Was it the Jolteon deck? Yeah, it was the Jolteon deck. Okay. I will mark that for trade for you, dude. Go ahead and initiate that trade, and we'll get that done. Hold on, man. It's whoever gets in, and we're not doing a match right away. We're just, you know, got to do some codes here, man. Let's see. What other codes we got here? Actually, let's go to the bottom of the list here and see what we got here. That is a Chilling Rain Elite Trainer Box Ice Rider Calyrex. So we got that, and let's get some more mystery codes here. This one, did I give this one out? I don't even remember. Apparently you did. Okay, so that goes over here. Young! It's Young Moo! Not meme-worthy stuff? I actually have some meme-worthy Pokemon stuff. I have the, I think it's the... Was it Detective Pikachu? I think it's one of the Detective Pikachu, figures, where it has Pikachu sitting on, like, a stool and he's drinking coffee or something. I have that. Zamazenta. Let's see, one more here. Oh, a melodic. I don't see this one very often. I'm kind of tempted to claim that for myself. I think I will. Or not. Come on. What is going on? There it goes. Which one is... Oh, okay. I don't have very many of these, so I guess that's fine. So 4 of those. A Phoebus. Oh, and you get a Phoebus too. Oh, look at that coin. I got a few of them, but it's a nice coin. All of yours are packs. Okay, I'll throw one more code up there, since I took that melodic. Rillaboom. There you go. You're heading out, Aaron? Alright, dude, be careful. Go watch a movie, man. Go watch Space Jam 2 or something. Whatever you young people are into. Alright, let me go check this trade. And if there's any stuff that you all need, guys, especially for some of the newer people I've just added on, y'all can you're free to look through all the stuff I have marked for trade, and we can try to work something out. Give me a Grookey. A Grook. There you go. Alright, let's see. What do we want to do next for a prize? So we were doing... Okay, so we did the Jolteon deck. Jolteon deck's gone. Leafeon deck, but we didn't have a winner there. Machamp, Ho-Oh. I kind of want to do another Leafeon, simply because I have so many of them. We'll do another Leafeon, but this time let's do theme. Alright, so if you have not played me today, you can challenge me to a theme deck match. And if you win, you will get a copy of the Leafeon GX deck. If you lose, then you lost. Sorry. So there you go, guys. Go ahead and send in the match requests. Let's see. Show Dame. Alright, let's see. Which deck do I want to use here? I don't want to use any of the really, really, really good decks. But at least something that will put up a good fight. Let's do Pikachu. Wait, what theme? Theme, like theme decks. Yeah, it's one of the formats here. Yeah, you have theme, you have standard, you have expanded. Yeah, I just generally do theme and standard though, because I don't have any dedicated expanded decks. I have expanded decks, but they're not, anything that I've built on my own. So Kyogre, huh? Let's see. Alright, we'll start with you. This is actually not a bad starting hand. Actually not bad at all. Excuse me. But that doesn't help. Yeah, when I announce that it's a theme deck match, you can use any theme deck you want, and I'll use any theme deck I want. That's pretty much it. The Kyogre is actually not bad. It's actually a pretty decent theme deck. Not one of the best ones, but it's pretty good. Those were not good cards to draw. Do I want to cause damage, or do I want to... Let's draw a card. Not bad, not bad. Dark Charizard? Like a physical one, or what? Yeah, I had a feeling you were going to do that to me. That's why at first I was like, do I want to do the Pika draw, or do I want to do something else? Yeah, because now I have no choice but to put my other Pikachu in there. This actually may be a fast match, because I don't really have too much more. I was depending on that. Let's see. Ooh, what do we got here? Voltorb, Electivire. That's all I got for now. Yeah, because I have a Dark Charizard here in the online game, but I don't have one in real life. Those are actually really hard to come across. Because if I'm not mistaken, that's Champion's Path, right? And that's the Champion's Path pack? Team Rocket's Charizard. Yeah, me losing that Pikachu that early was really not good. And of course I do damage to myself. $60 ungraded. Minty, I imagine. Let's see, we need you. And we need you. He's got a massive hand, though. Look at that hand. Does it say, yeah, put him on your duck. You're gonna need that. Come on, give me the coin flip. Damn it! I needed that coin flip. I wanted to get his duck in there. Well, I guess I gotta kill the Kyogre then. Let's see what else we got here. Okay. Wow, that's a great card. That's absolutely terrific right now. I need that so bad. Dang it. What's dang it? Let's give you Voltorb. I think I made a mistake putting the energy on Raichu. I should have put it on someone else. Don't need that. Yeah, I did make a mistake putting on Raichu. Now I'm one energy behind on what I need to do. I have to hope on a coin flip. Uncut sheets. I've seen those. And the weird thing is you actually find uncut sheets of cards like that in the weirdest places. There was a guy who he's like a big time seller of cards. He does mostly all sealed product, and he got a pallet of Magic the Gathering, which he always buys a ton of Magic the Gathering stuff. He got like an actual physical pallet delivered to his place, and as he was unloading it, the sealed boxes, the separators between the cases were actually uncut sheets of baseball and basketball cards, very recent ones too. And he was just like, "Wow, I wonder if these are actually worth anything." The only unfortunate thing was that since they had been used as separators, they were damaged. And of course, I don't get the coin flip. But yeah, he got a whole bunch of those on one of his pallets, and he saved some of them. But again, like I was saying, because they're damaged, they're probably not worth a whole lot. Fox 43. Oh, I was like, what? Fox 43 just took somebody's whole roof in another part of Michigan. Oh man, that stinks. I lost. Oh well, I got to put my hold on. We were doing Leafian, right? Okay. So Leafian. Okay. So do a trade. Initiate a trade with me for the Leafian, and just put in like a random throwaway card, and you're all set. Yeah. Oh, in fact, I saw a video not long ago of somebody in Canada. I think it was I don't know if it was in Vancouver or somewhere. It was somewhere in Canada where they don't normally get tornadoes. They got a tornado there. And I felt so bad for her because she was in her house when it happened. Once it passed, she started filming with her phone, her cell phone. And she walks outside and she sees the neighborhood and there's like roofs torn off and all kinds of crazy stuff. And the saddest part is she walks a little further from the front of her house, turns around. Her house was absolutely trashed. Like the only part that wasn't trashed was the part where she was in. So she didn't even know her house had been damaged that badly until she turned around and saw it. I was like, oh my gosh, that's heartbreaking. And like, I sincerely hope they have insurance. Because if not, it's gonna hurt, man. What is this? Aromatisse. Oh, actually, let me unmark it here too. There we go. But yeah, tornadoes are pretty insane, man. We've had our share of tornadoes here in Texas too. We don't generally get them that often this down far south where I am. But basically starting like in Austin where I used to live and then all the way up north, heading north from there, that's basically Tornado Alley. They get tornadoes there all the time. Especially during this time of year, basically between like April all the way until August, all sorts of tornadoes and stuff, man. It's insane. They've had some really crazy ones out there too. Thankfully, in the years that I was in Austin, I didn't have to deal with one. We had to deal with freezes and snow and all kinds of other stuff, but we didn't have to deal with a crazy one. Got your first pack of Pokemon cards with €5. What was frozen? What? What do you mean? What was frozen? Are you talking about Chilling Rain? What? I have no idea what he means. People really want that Mew. Yeah, that bench barrier is actually a pretty good ability. All right, let's see. Where were we? Let's do a few more codes here. Let's see what we got. Let's see. We already did this one. Let's try this code. Let's see what this is. Vivid Voltage Elite Trainer Box. That code is for you guys. Let's see. I think we already claimed this one. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's already been claimed. Okay. Do this one. A Mantine. Ooh, a Tapu Koko. Don't see many of those. The €5. So the €5 bill was actually frozen? Where are you buying them, man? How far north? That's pretty far north if you're walking around with frozen bills. Oops. Oh, you were a child back then? 2 years ago? Yes, frozen MILFs. That's exactly right. Frozen MILFs. I imagine, what, you in Sweden or something? Or Norway? I know Norway has that one area way up north. What did you come into? You tell me. You arrived late. We were waiting for you and you never showed up. We were like, she'll be here any second, guys. Just give her a minute. She'll arrive, I promise. I promise. Oh my gosh. Speaking of what, I had to watch a pain in the what? Oh, a dog. I was like, what? I was about to say, speaking of MILFs, this took a PG-13 turn, didn't it? There's a friend that I've had for many, many years. I've known him since like middle school, and I'm not gonna say how I know this person exactly or where I'm seeing this, but there is a certain social media platform that we are both on, and I can see whenever he likes, a post or something, and all these posts that he likes are usually of scantily clad women. You can guess what parts of their body are not covered, and it's kind of weird because I personally don't go onto this social media website looking for that sort of stuff, but it's funny that this keeps showing up in my timeline because he likes it, and it's part of how the algorithms work is if sometimes it'll pick somebody and be like, hey, this is what your friend is doing or looking at or whatever, so it'll share it. And so whenever he likes these, it shows up on my timeline and saying, hey, so and so liked this, you might like this too. And I'm just like, what? And I mean, some of these are attractive women, I'm not gonna lie, but at the same time it's like, what are you doing at this hour of the day just looking at this? It's just kind of weird. And sometimes it's relatively tame, like it's just a pretty girl and that's fine. Other times it's like what I'm looking at right now, which I will not share because I don't want to get demonetized. But yeah, well, I'll let you guys imagine what she's wearing or not wearing. I have nothing against that. It's just a little weird to me that it's that the social network is doing this. Again, I don't even care that he does this. What he does on the internet, that's his business. It doesn't bother me, and he's a guy. So, obviously most straight men like looking at pretty women. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's just weird that this social network keeps showing me these things over and this has been happening for like 5 months. It just keeps showing it over and over and over and over again. And they're all different posts. It's not Discord. It's not on Discord. It's not Discord. It's funny to me. It's just kind of weird. It's really, really odd. She's showing her huge tracts of land. And enough of that. Enough. We gotta remember, got kids watching. Let me clear this out. Yes, they're all librarians. They're all very fine, upstanding citizens. They love to read their books. They love to show us their books, too. Here, read these. Oh, this is a very nice set of books. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm stopping. I'm gonna stop. I'm stopping. It's kind of like every time I see it, it's just like... Poor Butters, he's so innocent. Well, most of the time he's innocent. Anyways, yeah, he's apparently going through some photos right now because he's actually... okay, here's another one. It's just funny to me. Sorry. You love huge books. I'm sure you do. Hey, I mean, whatever books you guys like, that's you know, it's all good, man. Oh, I didn't even realize. Oh, that's right. I forgot he streams too. What game is he playing? I think he's one of those Call of Duty streamers. Let me see. It doesn't... Well, here, I'll just look at his channel real quick. I don't want to out this poor guy, so I'm not going to tell you his name. But, okay, yeah, he plays, it looks like, yeah, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Okay, so yeah, he does Call of Duty. I don't play Call of Duty myself, but, yeah. But there you go. Yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm not gonna out the poor guy. I mean, because seriously, let's be real honest here for a minute. If you're a straight guy, you have looked at photos of attractive women on the internet. You just have. That's it. None of us are innocent. So don't try to, you know, that's why I'm not all, oh my god, I can't believe he's doing this. I'm not gonna say that. Just, you know, as long as it's, you know, whatever you do in your private time is your private business. Anyway, so let's get back to playing some Pokemon here. Let's see, what do we want to do next? Already did a few codes. Oh, did you all grab your free full art Marnie cards? I posted it in Discord. I don't know if you guys saw it or not. But yeah, there was a code there for a free full art Marnie. It's been like a week though, so I'm sure most of you probably saw it. Let me see, where is it? It's way... Oh yeah, there's been a lot of posts since then. Okay, I gotta scroll up for this. Where is it? I forget the exact code. Maybe one of you all knows it off the top of your head, but I don't remember. Trying to remember where it is. I think it was one of those where it's limited to like a certain amount, like only like 50,000 or something. But there might still be some available. Oh, here it is. Okay. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Let me make this larger. There we go. Yeah, not in real life. It's in the game. Oops. Hold on. Dang it. Okay, PC for your choice. PC for your choice. Oh, come on. Type. PC for your choice. There you go. Use this passcode until 7/26/21. Okay, so you should have a couple more days, unless they've already hit 50,000. But yeah, it's a free full art Marnie. So there you go. Everybody gets a free full art Marnie. That's not for me. That's just, you know, it's out there. So yeah, if you've not claimed it yet, go claim that, and you'll get your full art Marnie. Which, if you're not familiar with what that is, it's this one. Yeah, it's the one from Sword and Shield, basically. And this is the one I got from the code. That's why it's locked. Amber, that's an old joke. That's like an old World War II joke. Can we have an ice battle? I don't know, can we? I mean, just like for fun? People do that? Everybody get your Marnies? All good? Okay. Don't call her a croissant. Don't pronounce the T or she'll freak out even more. That's one thing I learned. I saw a video of a guy. Actually, it was a woman who was raised in America, but her father was French, and she would go over and visit her father every now and then. So there she is with her hardcore American accent, and she's over there in France visiting her father. And knowing that he would freak out, she turns on her video camera, and she puts it there, and she's just like, "Hey, Dad, do you think you could go to the bakery and get me a croissant?" And he pauses for a minute and slowly turns to her, and he's all, "What? E croissant, croissant. What is croissant? Croissant." And he just starts going off. This like as old school French dad kind of going. It was pretty funny. Sorry. E croissant. And she knew he was gonna freak out. That's why she did it. It was great. It was beautiful. I'm sorry. I get a kick out of silly things. What? You don't like that? Fine. World War I stories? I don't think there are even any... Yeah, there are no World War I veterans alive today. They're all gone. So yeah. Good luck finding one. There are still plenty of World War II veterans. So you can find them. They're getting up there, though. They're all in their 80s and 90s now. How do you sink an American battleship? Have the French build it. Well, you gonna send me that match or not, King? Go ahead and send it. We'll just do like a random match then. Excuse me. It's still kind of amazing that during World War II, the British purposely sunk a lot of the French fleet after they had been occupied by the Germans. They had to. That was the whole reason behind it. Is that they didn't want the Germans to end up using those ships, because it was like 16 ships or something like that. It was a lot of ships, and so they purposely sunk them because the French had refused to scuttle them, and so Churchill was like, "Well, we got to sink them then." And of course, the French were really, really angry because, of course, a bunch of French soldiers died and stuff. But they didn't really have a choice, man. You know, when a fleet like that ends up in the hands of your enemy, you got to get rid of it. Yeah, I gotta try this again. Only one. Okay, good. Not really the start I was hoping for, though. Hmm. Who never threw anything away. He died in World War II holding on to a hand grenade. Now, did the hand grenade actually go off, or was he just grasping it? American people should elect Gabe Newell as president. And the president of the United States will not start World War II. That's silly. Yeah. The only thing is that the only thing we need to get Gabe to do is to build or to make a new. What was the name of that game that everybody wants? Everybody wants a part 3 of it. I forget the name of it. I never played it. That's why I don't know the name. Half-Life. There you go. Yeah, Half-Life. And it's weird because you'd think a game as popular as Half-Life and Half-Life 2, it would, you know, it'd be like a no-brainer to make Half-Life 3, but he still hasn't done it. It kind of amazes me that they haven't. Or maybe they are secretly doing it, but they want to wait until it's close to being released, so the hype is like immediate. Left 4 Dead. Nah, not Left 4 Dead. Let's see, what is this? What type of energy is that? Draw a card. I'll give him a card. Rommel. Tactic. Of course it's Tactic. Responsible for 35 down German planes. Was the record. The worst mechanic. Somebody in Detroit pulled out an AR-15 and the police pulled off, letting them shoot. Whoa. That's kind of insane. I'm not letting you get it. Yeah, because I knew what you were going for. I'm like, I'm not letting you get that. I'll bench that Snorlax and Eevee. It's on IG? Dang, you got nothing, huh? That hurts. Let's see, how do we want to do this? My hand is all sorts of weird. Let's actually do Snom. Yeah, let's do it. Throwing away some really good cards. That actually worked. Get our Drizzile going. Let's grab... Oh, we're going to grab Evolution Incense. We're going to get our Frostmoth. Let's see, now we're going to get our Bucket. Really? That's all I get? Ugh. Yeah, I don't want to... I'm throwing away my Marnies because I don't want to give him a new hand. I just do not want to give him a new hand. You're pulling these from a list, aren't you? Yeah, once a VMAX deck is not finished, yeah, I figured. It's fine. Plus, also, I got Intellion VMAX out there pretty fast. So, yeah, if you're able to get your VMAX out there that quickly, your opponent's going to have a really hard time with it. Because they're just constantly battling to get energies at that point. Lady DS, sure, if you want to. You can add me. In-game name is the same as the channel name. This is just a fun match, but we were doing the Beat the Streamer matches earlier. Oh, that's a nice Pokemon communication. I like that. Oh, trying to get that Dusadai again. I knew you had that and you were going to try for it again. That's why I was starting to work on the Drizzile and the Intellion. Formosa and Buzzwole. It's a lot of tag team cards there, man. Yeah, that's a lot of tag team cards. Do you have what is that one card? That tag thing? I forget what it is. It's an item card. It lets you search for up to 2 tag team cards. I forget exactly what it's called though. Ah, that's it. Well, I guess I have to pull that. Not what I wanted. No, not Cherish Ball. It was that other one. It's in the... There you go, Tag Call. Thank you. That's it. Tag Call. What do we got in here? Nothing amazing. Might as well put that over there. Yeah, at this point, I'm just trying to knock out that Eevee and Snorlax. What do you call a boring violinist whose fascist regime lost? What? A dull fiddler. Okay. I can't keep reading these. You're going to get me demonetized. This is me trying to build an okay deck. I'm not like a deck expert, but if I may offer a tiny bit of advice, it feels like you have too many tag team cards in there. Either that or you got all your tag team cards really early. That's what it feels like. Yeah, because this is it. This is game right here. Lady DS. It's the same as the channel name, Slimward. Spelled the exact same way. Good game, sir. And again, just so you know, that's a new deck that he's just trying to mess around with and figure out. That's so that's what's going on with that deck. But it's good to get practice in with it. But yeah, it feels, like I said, it feels like you have too many tag team cards in there as far as the tag team Pokemon. Like I said, either that or you got them really, really fast. Because even in some of the decks where I run tag teams, I think the most I have is 4 in the entire deck. I think that's the most, if I'm not mistaken. But again, that's just opinion. You know, however you feel the deck works best for you. But yeah, I think... Was it... Let's see, which tag team deck was it? I think it was this one? Oh, well, this one I've changed up 2. Yeah, this one has 1, 2... Yeah, this has 3 tag team cards. But this one also depends on Bolton, too. But yeah, this one's got 3 tag teams. And to be quite honest, I'm actually not crazy about Raichu and Alolan Raichu. It's just in there. I don't play this deck very often. Yeah. This is one of those decks that I played for a while and then just stopped using it. But here's that tag call I was talking about. If you can get yourself 1 or 2 of these, especially if you're running a lot of tag team cards, then sure, go for it. Because you don't necessarily have to have the tag team Pokemon. You can also use... Where is it? There's some tag team stuff in here, too. There you go, Mallow and Lana. It's a pretty decent tag card, too. What do you call a Pikachu that can fix computers? Gikachu. Okay. I'm not seeing it here. Yeah, I'm not seeing your request. Here, I'll put it. I'll put the actual spelling in chat for you. There you go. Yeah, just like that. More cards and flowers and wine. If you need some cards, let me know, man. We'll see what we can work out for you. But Serenity had mentioned a. That's true. That's another thing. If you're thinking of building that deck, just remember it's going to end up being expanded pretty soon. It's not going to be standard. Because in just a few more months, the next set is going to, or the next block, I guess, is going to cycle in. And so all the Sun and Moon stuff is going to be considered expanded. So just keep that in mind. So I guess if you like playing expanded, it's fine. You can keep, building on that, but, just be a little wary of the fact that a lot of those cards are going to cycle out. You've still got a few months. You've still got, what, like 3 months? 3-4 months before the cycle happens? So you can still play it for a little bit, but yeah, it's not going to be like you can play it for like a whole year. I'm getting tired. Yeah, I actually played with these Battle Arena decks. They're not very good. They're not good at all. Because they're old. They're from, what, XY, I think? Yeah, they're not very good. Thank you for the super chat, Mr. Hammer. For the upside down smile. Yeah, if there's anything that I would probably build a deck around right now, it's the VMAX stuff is still going to be around for a while. So if you're comfortable, or if you have a lot of V and VMAX cards, maybe try to build something along with that, because at least at this point those cards are good for at least another good long while. Buzzwool 300 UB. All you want in the game is to have fun? Okay, then sure, do that. Yeah, you don't have to be super competitive. I'm not super competitive at all. If I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. Deucedi and Rapid Intellion. Yeah, Deucedi really messes with a lot of the modern decks, especially the ones who play Vs and VMAX. UB does not stand for Ultra Beast. It doesn't. It stands for Ultimate Books. No, Serenity, it doesn't. It's Ultimate Books. Or Unlikely Bartender. I don't play that format, dear. Sorry. I don't have a deck that would work for that format. I only do theme and standard. Unlikely book. But I like turtles. SS Gengar VMAX. Yeah, you were talking about that Gengar deck. Oh, okay, cool. We'll do some themes. I'm not going to use one of the stronger theme decks. I'll use... What have I not used today? I'm not using Charizard decks. I'm not going to use the Dragonite deck. I actually have fun with that Let's Play Pikachu deck, even though it's kind of eh. I mean, it's okay. I'll go with Rillaboom. Let's try some Rillaboom action. Except the Gengars. Well, they'll be here in a few months. I was thinking, the Gengars, you had mentioned, were they doing a special edition set, like a box set for those? For the Gengars? I don't even remember. Or is it going to be something you're going to have to pull from the pack? The SS Run? The Super Silly? Next month, so... oh, late August. So not that far away, actually. Theme is always best. I like Theme. It's fun. It really is. Sometimes it's nice to play a match where you have certain kind of restrictions, and I think Theme does that really well. Other than the fact that there's like 2 or 3 really, really strong Theme decks out there. But most of the others, they feel fairly balanced considering some of their ages. Hit you with the zzz. Gym format. Oh, that's right, where you play just the one type and you can only use one of each of the cards. That seems like an interesting... I wish they would do that. Like, they would put that officially in the game, gym type. That seems pretty neat. I remember y'all were talking about that in Discord like a week ago. And for those of you who aren't familiar, the gym type they're talking about is... basically, you play with only one type, so it has to be either, you know, just grass or just fighting, just fire, whatever. And you can only play with a single copy of each card. Yeah. Let's see, we'll put you over here. Do I want to burn that? And hopefully get the coin tosses. Because I only need 1 coin toss here, but... yeah. The chances of me missing both coin tosses today is actually pretty good. But we're going to try it. Come on, just give me 1. Yes. Thank you. Just give me 1. Oh, yeah, and nothing with rule boxes. Yeah. It's a very interesting way to play. So yeah, anything with a rule box you can't use. So no Vs, no VMAXs, no tag teams, no GX, no EX. Oh, what are you going to try to pull in? My Gossifleur! Not the Gossifleur! Ooh, I think I know what I'm going to try next. Oh, you don't have any energies. I'm tempted to... let me see. Hold on. What's your weakness? Psychic. Okay. I can't kill that thing yet. Actually, let's do this, and we'll do Call for Family. So we'll grab that and that. There we go. 600 calories? Ice cream or pie or both? Well, let me see. I'd have to hit all 3 coin flips. Do I really want to do... now let's do this. Let's be smart. Let's build up the wacky. Let's just hit some Razor Leaf here. Just slowly but surely start knocking him down here. Because even if he gets a... or even if she gets a... whatchamacallit? There we go. An energy. Still can't kill my Gossifleur that quickly. There we go. Actually, let's wait on that. We'll put that here. We'll do another Razor Leaf. You like the old art? Some of the older cards look really neat. Like, that's what I've noticed. Like, if you go and you look way back at, like, base set stuff, like, you know, back in the 90s, some of the art and the coloring of the cards looks really washed out and almost... what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, it has kind of an amateur feel to it. It's kind of weird. But it has something. It just feels really, really different. Because I have some of those old base set cards. Like I bought an old base set. What was it? Wally, I think it was. Like some old stuff, like really old stuff. And I thought it looked really nice. Gosh, I'm gonna lose my Maractus if I do this though. But I gotta keep pushing. Yeah, let's do it. Come on, just one coin flip. No! God dang it. No coin flip. Yes, if y'all want to, join us over in Discord. I have the Discord link here. I'll share that real quick. And Mammy, or Serenity as we call her, can post those rules there for you. There's the Discord link. Okay, now I'm more comfortable doing this. Come on, you gotta give me one coin flip here. Oh, got them both. I only needed one. But again, I'm gonna lose my Maractus here now. Oh, that's actually a great card. That was a great pull. Dang it, there goes my Maractus. Come on, I'm pretty sure I can pull an energy here. All I need to do is rip an energy and we're good. Yeah. Oh, well, there we go. Look, ordinary rod here. Let's, actually, I'm just going to do the 2 energies. I don't want to put the other cards in. There we go. There's the energy. That's all I needed. Good game, sir, ma'am. Yeah, it looked like you were struggling there for energies. You just couldn't draw an energy there with that deck. You're wasted? Have you been drinking? Just don't go driving around. If you're drinking, that's fine. Just stay home. Yeah, you were struggling to get some energies there. It was still a decent little match, though. Thank you for the match. I appreciate it. Would you like some codes, Lady DS? Seriously, I have some codes here I can give you. Hold on. I'll get you a couple codes here for freebies. Just for hanging out with us. Here, one. Oh, actually, I can only give you one at a time here. I forgot. Let's see. I'll get you this one. And here, you all can look at Butters for a minute. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I gotta pass you some stuff here. There we go. Got a code for you right there, and then we got one more coming up. There you go. Just check your messages, Buzzwool, and you've got a couple of codes there for you. Make sure I delete these from my list here. There we go. Gym Challenger. Okay. Well, here's what the Gym Challenger thing says, in case y'all haven't seen it over in Discord yet. Here we go. 60 card decks, black and white and onwards as far as the available cards. Singleton format. Only one of each card with the same name allowed in a deck, except for basic energies. So, for example, you can only have one copy of Bulbasaur, no matter which version, only one copy of Ivysaur, only one copy of Venusaur, so on. Your deck can only contain one type of Pokemon, so fire type or grass type, etc. At the moment, this does mean, let me see, at the moment, this does mean cards that are one type and evolve into another type cannot be played in the same deck, like Eevee. Ooh. That's not good. So Eevee is not a great thing to play in this format. Any kind of basic energy may be played. Okay. Dual type Pokemon are allowed as long as one of their type fits in your deck type. Okay. No rule box cards may be played. No Vs, GXs, GX, EX, Break, Prism Star, including Prism Star trainer cards. No Pokemon with ancient traits or ace spec cards may be played. Tools that add an attack to a Pokemon are allowed. Normalium Z in Tackle. Players may not use Boss's Orders and Lysandra in the same deck because they have the same ability. So basically, any card that does the same thing as another one but with a different name can only use one. Players may only play one of Professor Juniper, Professor Sycamore, or Professor's Research in their deck, just as I said. All other function but different named cards, Twin Energy, Double Colorless, are currently permitted to be in the same deck. Ban list, no cards are banned at the moment. Format is still being tested, so this will likely change. Use unlimited format to build decks and challenge others on PTCGO. Yeah, no evolutions. That's unfortunate. Steel, Steelix, Fairy Alola, Ninetales. Yeah, it's got some restrictions, but sometimes building the deck out of those restrictions is actually kind of nice. Because it forces you to do other things that you normally wouldn't do. Lady Des, if you want, go ahead and send it again. We'll play one more, and then I'm going to probably head out. Because it's getting a little late for me. That stinks, yeah. I mean, some stuff is going to get sacrificed when you do format changes like that. It's just how it is, though. Poor Eevee. I mean, you could technically play Eevee. You just can't use any of the evolutions. Which is kind of a bummer. So technically, you could run a colorless deck. I mean, I figure a colorless deck could actually be really strong. Because there are some really good colorless cards. You have like 4 or 5 decks built for that. Let's see, let's go with Dreadnought. I haven't played Dreadnought today. Yeah, running normal deck is pretty good. Because, yeah, there's a lot of good normal stuff that you can throw in there. I mean, heck, just Snorlax, a big old fat tank. Just throw him in there. The only problem is you can only do one copy of him. Wow, my hand looks weird. Okay, this is either going to be a great start or a terrible start for me. Let's see what Hop gives me here. That's actually pretty good, the Oshawott. But I still need to refresh my hand. I'm only going to get 1 from you, Wishy-Washy. Or actually, I can get 2, unless he gets his Bisharp. That's not bad, actually. That's a pretty good little draw there. What the judge would say? Well, I think back to my judging days, and I've actually seen people use proxies. And for the most part, I was generally okay with proxies as long as you have the actual physical card. And I think that's how a lot of places run it nowadays, as it is that as long as you show that you have the original card, like say if you were playing a Dark Magician Girl, and you were playing a proxy of Dark Magician Girl, which looks very different, but it has basically the same ability. As long as you have the actual card and you can show it to me, then I'm fine with that. But if you don't have the original card, then no. But yeah, I've seen some interesting proxy cards over the years. You can buy custom-made cards. Like you can, if you find a picture on the internet. Not that you should do this because it's not really right, because it's kind of akin to art theft. But if you find like some interesting art online and hopefully get permission from the artist to use it, you can send that to certain people and they'll make you proxy cards. And those proxy cards actually look pretty good, depending on who you get them from. Well, I would say no to that, Hammer. Not naughty art, because Again, I have to think back at the time who our audience was. And yeah, there'd be a lot of younger people there, so I would have to say no to the naughty art. But if it was just like alternate art, then that's fine. But naughty art, no. I'd have to say no. Amanda Lapalm. Yeah, there are quite a few people who make their own cards. It's pretty neat too. I've actually wanted to look into how to do it, but I imagine I don't even really know where to start with it. How anybody would start with it at all. I forget that there's a guy on Etsy that I know makes custom cards, and depending on the type that you want, depends on the expense. If it's like a common, like the particular format that you want, if you want just a common card, I think they're like $9 or something. If you want like a super rare or secret rare version, where it has the different foiling and stuff, then they're a bit more expensive. But they still look pretty nice. If you want them just for collection, they're fine. Amanda's already one of the big fan artists. Nice. Come on, choose. Don't be sniping me. I can tell. All right, let's see. Who are you going to bring out next? What are you sending me? Yeah, I've seen cards like that, Hammer. I've seen tons of cards like that. I I would say again, if I were at, because this, here's the thing, when I would do tournaments, it was not unusual for the parents to be there. So I have to think about that, because whereas I may not necessarily see a problem with that, if a parent sees that card being used, then they might be like, "Hey, is this normal?" And then I have to answer for that, and it's like, yeah. So if it were in a tournament, I would have to say no. I would probably tell whoever's using it, I'm like, please use the original or use a different proxy, that sort of thing. Um, wow, that's not too good. But yeah, if we're just playing just for fun, that's fine. But again, like I said, there were plenty of tournaments where parents would hang out. And I would even chit chat with the parents too. And that's fine. No, nothing wrong with talking to the parents. But again, it's you just got to kind of think, how would the parents react to it? And some parents don't care, and other parents are like, what's this? So yeah, and since I'm the one running the tournament, I'm kind of responsible for it. So that's why. How do I want to do this? We're gonna do that. Yeah, same thing with sleeves. I've seen some very risque sleeves, and some of them with certain types of artwork, they actually look nice. For those, I was fine with them. But if it's very blatantly showing certain things, I'm sure you all can figure it out what I mean, then I would have to say, yeah, we can't have that, man. Sorry. Hey, Mr. Teapot. Yeah, that's one thing that I know plenty of places, not just me, but even when I used to do the big tournaments like the regionals and the super hardcore events, that was another thing that that we had as a rule, is you couldn't use those types of sleeves. If you use just, most of the time people would use just regular dragon shields or There are a few other types of sleeves. I forget the names of them, but yeah, you gotta just kind of keep it clean because again, you have to remember that it's even though there are a lot of adults there and they may not care, there are also a lot of young people. So you have to take that into account. Hmm. I'm gonna lose my dreadnought, which is unfortunate. Well, actually, I could try to save it. That's got 80 damage. I don't want to put that out there, though. Yeah, let's burn it. Let's see where this takes me. Come on. Raven. Or as you spelled it, Reven. Now, that kind of art's fine. Yeah, that art that you showed me right there on Discord, that's fine. If somebody showed up with sleeves like that, no problem. Those are perfectly fine. I see no problem with those. Uh-oh, it's Thorny Boy. Not the Thorny Boy. Is a theme tournament? No, it's not a tournament. We're just playing right now for fun. This is like my last match because I've already been streaming for over 2 hours. I need to take a break. My feet are starting to get they're starting to fall asleep. I'm trying to move my toes to keep my feet awake. I gotta get up every now and then and just walk around. Hmm. Let's put you out there. Let's see, can I get what I need? Darn. That's not great. Hmm. So what have we got here? Guard press. Gotcha. Okay. Let's see if I can buy one more turn here. Your first D&D stream was 11 hours? I've done long streams like that. I have. Like, I think one of the longest streams I ever did was when the patch for Link Evolution showed up. And I ended up streaming for something like 9 hours. Because we had, I mean, it was probably one of the most successful streams I ever did. Because it was a new patch. I got it right at midnight, right when it came out. And so a ton of people were curious. They were like, oh, I gotta see this, I gotta see this. And so, yeah, I think at one point I had probably 200 people watching. It was actually pretty amazing. I was like, wow, what is happening here? But yeah, it was kind of insane. All right, let's see. We're going to switch you out and put in Barraskewda. We're going to put in... do I want to put that if I'm going to dump that? Let's dump it. One of those Fallout streams. I've done some longer Fallout streams, but not like super long. I think the longest I've done for Fallout is like 5 hours. That's not good. Dang it. Yeah, I did not get what I was hoping to get there at all. I bet it's prized. What I'm looking for is prized, and that's not going to work. Well, all I can do is end. But no, I think probably one of the longest ones is probably... It's either a Duel Links one. I think the longest Duel Links one I did was like 6 or 7 hours. And then I also did, like I said, that other one for Link Evolution, Yu-Gi-Oh! Link Evolution on Switch. I did that one for just a ton of time. I don't even remember how long that one was. But I know I streamed a long time. Because like every other minute somebody new was showing up and saying, hey, how did you get the new patch already? And I'm like, it's out, man. Go download it. Fallout 4 stream would be awesome with all the new mods. Pretty much all the streams I do with Fallout 4 have mods in them. I played through the game vanilla just a couple of times, and then after that I was like, okay, it's time to start messing around with mods. And now I'm torn. Do I want to do this or do I want to do this? I think I'm going to do this because I'm all ready to go. I just have to... I'm so delayed here that this is... If I don't draw it here... Okay, there it is, finally. Jesus, it took forever to get that. I'm just going to do that. In fact, a lot of my old videos, I used to do reviews of Fallout 4 mods, and a lot of those videos still get views to this day. Because I used to do a lot of outfits. I also did a bunch of them for weapons and stuff like that, and yeah, people still watch those videos to this day. Because that's the thing about Fallout 4, is it's kind of like Skyrim, how even though the game is getting to be years and years and years old, the mod community really keeps it alive. So, yeah, I mean, even to this day, I still occasionally bring up Fallout 4 and play it for a little bit. In fact, I think it was, what, 2 or 3 days ago, I played Fallout 4 for a little while. How do we want to do this? I'm getting a little low on my deck here. Yeah, I still get, like, every now and then I'll check in on those old videos, and some of them still get like 30, 40 views a day. And they're like 5 years old. But people still go to them because a lot of those mods are still being used. Like, what is it, the scrap everything mod? People still use that. Those $50? Why? That seems excessive. Dang it. The other card I need is prized. They were custom made. Still seems a lot. $50? I've never had custom sleeves made, so I guess I can't really speak to that. Oh, come on, please. I just want that one card. Don't give it to me. I think I'm a little too far behind because they've already got their Zamazenta and their Corviknight ready. So it's going to be a little difficult to get through this. It's like, I don't want to, but I have to play Hop here. Really? Not what I was looking for at all. Yeah, I'm looking for the other copy of Samurott, but apparently it's prized because I've not drawn it yet. Depends on where you go. I've never had custom sleeves made, so yeah, I have no clue. See, can I get the other one? Nope. Well, we're gonna find out for certain now. I'm gonna play that card next turn. See what happens. I'm looking for Samurott for my other copy. I'm pretty sure this deck has 2 copies of Samurott. The good thing here now, though, is that since that's gone, I can bring it right back. So not so bad. But just if, well, actually, I don't want to burn this anymore now because I've only got 2 cards left. So we're gonna grab this, that, and what else we got here? Let's grab. Not that I need them, but I'll grab these. They're gonna keep discarding energies. That's why they kept stacking energy on that, so they could keep discarding. Because they're gonna do Iron Wings here. See, that's why they keep putting it here, so that they can do Iron Wings, discard 2, and they take a ton less damage next turn. See, now they're gonna discard 2. Let's play Dan! I'm kidding. We're not gonna do that. I'm gonna run out of cards. I'm gonna end up decking myself. That might be how I lose this, is just decking out. I actually hate the Cramorants. I do not like Cramorant here. He's actually one of my least favorite. Yeah, I'm gonna deck out. All they have to do here is, look, I can attack, but all they have to do is end their turn and it's over. Yeah, because I have nothing to pull their... yeah, they can just end. But the only reason I kept drawing is because I couldn't get the stupid Samurott. And again, it's right here. It's prized. The last one I have is prized. We're getting more Konosuba. Apparently they're going to make another season. Look, I'm on a deck. See? I lost. But yeah, we're apparently getting season 3 of Konosuba. Which is nice. I actually liked that anime. It was pretty funny. That was a good game. I lost from deck out. Cramorant from this with the Aracudas. I'm not crazy about the Aracudas. That's like, I love the Dreadnought deck, minus Aracuda. minus the Cramorant and the Aracudas, it's actually a pretty good deck. I like it. But I guess they put them in there just to kind of balance it out. You were worried? Now, I kept drawing cards because I was trying to get that second Samurott, but it was my last prize card. So I was like, well, this is probably going to be how I lose. So yeah, had to lose with the deck out. Oh well, it happens. Let's do a few more codes here, guys, and then I'm going to head out. Let's see, what do we got here? Cramorant can get strong. It's just that you burn through him pretty quickly. And speaking of it, there you go. There's Aracuda. There it is. But I was gonna say, if you happen to get a lot of your Nessas and just keep cycling your Aracudas back in, then yeah, it can actually work pretty well. But I almost never have that happen when I play that deck. Gossifleur. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what Nessa's for. But too often I find that I just can't get the Nessas in my hands unless it's like really late in the game. And then by that point, it's like, well, you know, your options are pretty limited. But again, remember, I don't have Palpad in that theme deck. I'm talking about theme decks. I'm not talking about standard. Tepig. Oh wait, hold on. I want that Tepig. Gimme. Yeah. Get me more pig. Single strike Tepig with 2 coins. Look at those coins. Oh, here we go. Now I can trade these. If y'all want one of these coins, let me know. We got the blue one and the red one. So we can trade those. Oh, I'm not saying the standard deck. I'm talking about theme. And she's like, well, I'm talking about standard. Well, I'm talking about theme. I'm talking about standard. Oh, what's this? What? Oh, I think that's the same one I just put. Hold on. Okay. Terrakion, and then we'll do a couple more over here. Let's see. These should be this code should be ETB. There you go. Ice Rider Calyrex. Go get the deck box and the sleeves. And we'll do one more of those. Let's see. Let's go back up the list here. Zamazenta was the first one you bought. I can't even remember the first one I bought now. I think... Oh, gosh. What was it? It was an older theme deck. I know that. I think it was from Sun and Moon. I don't remember. Oh, you know what it was? It wasn't. It was from Sword and Shield. It was the Inteleon deck. That was one of the first theme. That was basically the first theme deck that I had. And then I started playing online, and yeah, it was Inteleon. Champions Path Elite Trainer Box. There you go. So we got some Champions Path in there. Let me save these files here real quick. There we go. Don't want to lose that. Okay. So there we go. Ghost Flare Pikachu, Terrakion, Ice Rider Calyrex, and Champions Path ETB. So some pretty decent little codes there. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Again, if you all have not joined us over in Discord, Discord link is going to be right here. Your phone's at 2%. Plug it in! You got to plug that thing in, man. Thank you for the $3 super chat, Mr. Hammer. Hammer gives us a lot of these codes, too. Like, the mystery codes I generally buy, but, like, all the ETB stuff that I've been giving out, those are from Hammer. So, send Hammer a thank you. And also send him like an orange in the mail or something. Or, you know what you can do? Send Hammer a potato. Really. You know why? Because a lot of you may not know this, but you can actually take a physical potato, like a baking potato, and you can put stamps on it, and they will actually mail it for you, just as a potato. If you give them the address and you put the stamps on the potato, they will mail it. I'm not kidding. Do you have codes for sleeves? We just gave out 2 codes for sleeves. Yeah, we just gave out 2 of them. Yeah, the Ice Rider Calyrex and the Champions Path. Both of those have sleeves and a deck box. Yeah, that's what the ETBs are. They're sleeves and deck boxes. Yeah, the Ice Rider one, I don't know if you've seen it here. I'll show it to you. But yeah, I can actually show you both of them here. Let's see. That's the Vivid Voltage deck box we did earlier. That's the sleeves we did earlier. The Calyrex ones should be down here somewhere. If I can find them. There we go. Here's the Ice Rider Calyrex. That's the ones I have on the Inteleon deck. Those we just gave away. And then, of course, the deck box is right next to it. And what was the other one we gave? The Champions Path? Champions Path was that? Oh, the Champions Path were Charizard, right? Where is it? It's up here. I have a lot of them. Here you go. Yeah, there's the Champions Path one right here. And then there's the deck box. Yeah, those we already put those codes out there. Sorry. And if you haven't yet, check your in-game messages, because I sent you a couple of codes via in-game message. So yeah, check your messages there, and there's a couple of codes for you. But yeah, today we've given out the Charizard ones, the Fat Pikachu, and the Ice Rider Calyrex ones. I still want to get another one of these coins. Yeah, by the time you get them, some of them may not work because they've already been claimed. Or one of the ones that I sent you didn't work. I'm sorry. I can give you another one. Let me see if I can find one here real quick. Hold on. Where's my... There we are. Mystery codes. Here we go. Okay, here. I'll send you one more. Y'all look at Butters here for a second. And let's see. There you are. Okay, there you go. Sent you another one. Make sure I delete that. There we go. Yeah, that's true. If you actually are, you know, if you really want like pretty much anything that I have more than one of, I'll trade. So yeah, if you want like these Charizard sleeves, just send me a trade. I generally don't ask for very much for stuff like this because they're not super expensive. So just kind of send me a decent card and I'll probably say yes. So yeah, if you really want these, like these or the deck box, same thing with the Pikachu ones. If you want these as well, yeah, just send me a trade and I'll most likely trade. And same thing with the coins. Some of the coins I have way too many of. As you can see, I have 116 of this one. So if you want one of these coins, just let me know. But yeah, lots and lots of coins here that we've got. Same thing with, like I said, if I have more than one, I'll generally trade it. Oh, were you here when we were talking about the full art Marnie card? I don't know if we gave you the code for that. What was it again? PC for your something? What is the... Dang it. Am I going to have to scroll all the way up and find it? Does anybody have that Marnie code? Because I can't remember it off the top of my head. I know I put it in here. Dang it. Yeah, I can't find it. There you go. Thank you. PC for your choice. Thank you, Wooker. Yeah, enter that code in and hopefully, because they only have 50,000 available, but so there's still a chance there might be them, but I might have some available. So yeah, put that in there and it should give you a full art Marnie card, which looks like this. Yeah. So enter in that code and it should give you hopefully a copy of that. Well, I guess we're done, guys. It's time for us to ride off into the wild blue yonder and go take a long nap. Because after I get off of here and head to the bathroom, and it's sleepy time. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be saying jokes like that. This is a family show. I shouldn't be saying words like... Sorry. Anyway, I'm heading out. Y'all take it easy. I'm probably going to play some Genshin Impact here in a little bit because I just need something to unwind. So, eat a taco, be a carrot, say hi to Chewbacca. And I guess we'll see you all later. Research books, yeah.